Alright guys, back with another video here. Yeah, you guys haven't got many videos on this car here. Kind of a rush build, not much stuff going on. I think all you've seen was when the bars and stuff were in, I think. But this is the aftermath of the, I think it's an 0102 Crown Vic. Ran down Myersdale, Somerset County Fair. Did pretty good. With some hard hitting out there. Ended up getting some good shots and stuff like that, and a little bit of a crazy night. A couple driver's door hits, which I got to take back. The one guy they disqualified. He, as you can tell, I did get some hits there. That was from something. I did get hit, but it was nothing major. It was still driver's door. But the one guy in the blue car, they ended up throwing him out, and I could have swore it was driver's door, so I am going to say at this point I was wrong. It was not a driver's door. He was right. He shouldn't have been thrown out, but he came back and hit me here, which don't bother me one bit. The only thing that bothers me about it is yes, he's right. It's not a driver's door, which wasn't up there. You can clearly see the seam. The only thing that bugs me is he didn't lift the whole way across the track, and I was dead sitting there. Yes, I know I had my sticks, maybe I was in the wrong, but still, look how close this was to my seat. Now, trust me, I don't care if anybody rings my bell or anything happens, but that's a little close to the driver's door, even though it's not driver's door. That's a little close to my head, I should say, not driver's door. It was bad wording, but I just wanted to put that out there in case he sees this video. I'm going to say right here and now I was wrong. He did not hit me in the driver's door. Yes, he did get the back door, which is technically the quarter panel. The only thing is I wish he would have lifted, because my axle was already blown off of this side. Wheel was laying on the ground. It went about 30 seconds and he just went clear. I mean, it was about a 3/4 track shot and he did not lift. Which, hey, it's derbying. I get it. It's done and over with. I ain't holding it against the guy. It's not about that. We're there to have fun, put a show on. And I'll tell you what, that guy did lay some good hits. I laid some good hits. There was a couple more there, so I'm not holding it against anybody. It's a derby. You can't do that in this sport. So, like I said, hope he sees the video, but just wanted to put that out there. There was a couple driver's door hits that weren't called, but you're going to have that, so it's really no big deal. It's done and over with. Yeah, I was pissed. I got hot-headed, but what do you do? It happens. You know what I mean? You just gotta learn to get better from there. You know, they can call me what they want. People can judge, say what they want to do, but alright, enough of that. We'll get back to the video here and show you guys everything, but this side here is pretty good. They didn't get touched too much. It actually still looks like it just got scraped. Nothing major. Front end held up good. Driver's side rail went up a little bit, as you can tell. It's kind of hard to see. There you can see it a little better. This side, right there, it's up probably a good 3 inches. We finally did not break a motor this time. We did not break a tranny this time, which is good. Didn't break tranny cooler. Hood, it's pretty well shot. It could be straightened out. I got another hood back here, so it's no big deal. I'll probably hang on to that and straighten it out and end up reusing it. Other than that, this was just the worst damage of it all. I mean, really, it wasn't this bad to that guy. He shoved her in there pretty good. It was going in down here pretty good. And that last hit, it just took the whole door and shoved the whole door in. I could fix it, but to be honest with you, with how far that's in, then I'd have to build a cage and stuff like that, and I think I'm just going to tear everything out of it, and I got another one here I'm going to get ready for listy. I'll show you guys, maybe do a build video on that or something. But rear of the car folded in perfect. This side didn't even start to go up. I thought it was in farther than that. I kind of got a little hot-headed and started using the front end, which I shouldn't have done, but you know, it's a derby. It was fun. Just besides the freaking out part and everybody getting all mad, but I was one of them, so I can't be mad at them, you know what I mean? But other than that, I had fun. That's all it is, you know? But, motor still runs. I actually drove it in here. It's a little bit of a pain, but did drive in here. As you can see the scratch marks. Drives a little sideways now, but a little bit low ride on the one side. This hit here, I'll show you. She got her pretty good. I'll tell you what though, that was a hell of a hit, man. But kind of hard to see without a light. But I mean, it drove the speaker deck over. The door. I mean, I could replace the door and stuff. It's just what gets me is it's kind of hard to see unless you stand this way. Look how kicked over that is. It's up into the roof. And yes, I can push that out and put a bar there, but the thing is, it's going to be a weak point for this guy. Because what's going to happen is, yeah, I can push that out, but it's going to go right back in the same way it came out. And then it's going to expose that wheel, and then they're going to be able to just drive right into that wheel, and the same thing's going to happen. Now, same thing could happen with that wheel back here. I just don't really want to run the risk and break another rear end or another axle. Other than that, my roof sign made it. We made it there. Got a little mud on this side. The other side's a little more mud, but this thing was screaming. Now, another thing I want to explain to you guys. There is an in-car footage, but it's not me. I put the GoPro in my car, and like a dummy, had it all set up and got it where I needed it, but never hit record. So we do not have in-car this car running here, because dummy me didn't hit the record button. So there is videos up if you go on YouTube, and my girlfriend has it on her channel, Lisa Flickinger. Just type that in, Flickinger, and it'll come up, or just type in Somerset County Fair 2020, and I was Heat 1. If you want to watch my friend run, he ran my 90s Vic, which I'll go show you guys. I don't know if you can see it there. Wait till you see that thing. That thing's pretty bad. But we'll do a separate aftermath on that one. But he ran that, and they hit record on that, so we did get that video. I really wish we'd have had one for this, but we didn't. So, like I said, there will be no in-car footage again. Last year, I completely forgot to put the camera in. So, we'll have this one. This one's on there, like I said, on her channel, and there was actually a couple other people that recorded it and sent it to me, which is awesome because I like the different views. You know, I mean, it's always nice to get a view from in the pits, but it's always nice to get a view from in the stands. One of my friends I run with down there, Sean Ronsberg, he put it on last year. I had a good shot, but it's kind of hard unless you're like high up in the air. Then you can get a good shot of the derby because of how everybody stands up the fence. So he put one on. He was in the stands last year, and it was really nice because you could see a lot of stuff. Let me push this, see if I can get this freaking tire out of the way here. So much mud in it. Okay, maybe you can see a little more. I don't know if you can see there, like she's in there. But like I said, I mean, it's one of them things. It happened. I'm over it. I'm not going to keep bitching about it. I shouldn't have posted and asked who the guy was, and was just in a mood, just pissed mainly because he flew back and he was on the gas. Definitely a fucking hit, man. But I'm not scared or anything like that. I just didn't. The only thing I want to do is come home to my little one. I don't care anything else. I'm not going to dwell on shit. You know, they can say whatever they want, and people can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I got a 6-year-old I got to be here for, and, you know, I mean, in my opinion, and like I said, you can take it how you take it or leave it. I'm going to show you right here. You can see my seats, and my head is probably about right here. And you see the blue paint? So that's a little close for me. Now, like I'm saying, you can tell the bumper was probably about right here. But if you look, that's pretty close. Now, yes, he was correct. It was not a driver's door. But that was close enough for me. So, I'm not bitching about the guy. He did essentially make a hit that should not have got him disqualified. Yes, it was close to the driver's door, but it was not a driver's door, so he shouldn't have DQ'd him, in my opinion. Now, everybody else threw a fit. Yes, I was pissed. I mean, I wasn't scared. I wasn't bitching. I was just pissed because it was really close to my head. So, you know, I didn't say it was a driver's door at down there. That was the official. And I actually ended up talking to somebody and said it was a driver's door. Then I come out and watched the video, and I was like, oh shit, I was wrong. So, if you watch the video, you can see the blue paint. So, if he sees this or any of his buddies see this, that was not, you can tell him. I mean, I don't care, you can watch it, don't matter to me. That was not a driver's door. So, yes, he should not have been disqualified for that. You know, it was close. So, next year, what I will be doing is I will be running a cage back and over. Or what I will do is extend my plate off my bar so it comes back a little bit more. Might even run the bar up a little bit higher. Other than that, like I said, it's done there. They can say what they want. People can say what they want. In my opinion, that was not a driver's door. So, if he sees it, you know, take it or leave it. I just want to say right now and then, I am sorry for saying it was a driver's door hit and I was wrong. So, you know, I'm not going to keep arguing with you if you get a hold of me or anything. You know, I admitted I was wrong. I said I was sorry, so, you know, it's whatever. Just, you know, there's no point in trying to beat the shit out of each other in the Derby every year, because then it's just gonna make it not fun for neither of us. You know, yeah, I mean, it might be fun. It might be fun to go out there and hit each other. I mean, I'm still gonna hit the guy, and I hope the guy hits me. You know, it's a Derby. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, bud. You know, and I hope I don't hurt yours either hitting you. But you know, go out there and put a good show on for the fans and have fun. So, other than that, I mean, she did pretty good. She was screaming a little bit. Everybody thought I was gonna blow it up. I had to laugh. We had this thing. She was singing probably $6,000. I just started laying some hits down, and there were some good hits. It's a freaking radiator. I don't know what the heck happened. I think down there at the bottom. I put all this foam around it and stuff. Down at the bottom, I don't know if it tweaked weird, but I think it pulled one of the bottom rows, and it just started. None of the hoses blew, which was weird, but I think it was coming out somewhere right down at the bottom. It looks like it kind of rolled under. It sucks because that was a brand new rad, but that's one of them plastic tank rads, so you know how that goes. It was cheap. For $37, you couldn't pass it up, so. But I mean, other than that, I had fun. I mean, I was a little mad, but you got to get over stupid stuff like that. You know, so. But that was a good shot there on the wheel. You know. It was one hit and I felt it go down, stuck my head out. I'm like, son of a. He felt it hit the ground, so we knew what it was. Other than that, I mean, she's definitely going to junk. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, I know there's another run and I'm going to get people tell me to fix it. But honestly, if I had a heavier rear for this thing instead of like an 8.8, if I had a 9-inch, I'd put a 9-inch under it, push that out, put bars, because we're allowed 4-point cages in these, and we're allowed to go back and do like a gas tank protector and stuff for this next show. So I mean, I could fix it, but with the time crunch, I think I'm just going to switch everything into the other car and run the other car. So other than that, everything held good. I didn't have a problem. All the drive lines good, didn't break drive shaft, nothing like that. Like I said, I knew once he knocked the axle off. I had a flat tire on the right rear. We did change this out. This wasn't the tire on it, and this one went flat. But there was another tire on this side, and it shredded. And once this fell off, it wasn't moving because it was in gear for a second. It was just I actually thought I broke. At first, I thought I broke the drive shaft, so I shut it off and stuck my head out the window. And then I seen the wheel was laying like right about here, and seen it laying there, so I said, well, it's done. There ain't no point in trying to beat on the motor. So I ended up shutting the car off, and then that's when the guy come back and got the door, And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's when it stopped, and kind of sucks because they ended up giving me, I think, third or something, and the dude got disqualified and didn't even get. He essentially should have got a trophy, which I don't know if he did or didn't for winning the conceit. So, because essentially I really didn't deserve the trophy, to be honest with you. So, I mean, like I said, because he didn't do none of this. This was not him. He never hit me in the door. There was some other door hits. Wasn't nothing major. I mean, and the guys that hit me in the door were nice enough, to say, hey, sorry. You could tell, they didn't come up to me and say sorry, but, you can tell in the derby when they're like, hey, put their hands up, and you can see they say, hey, man, didn't mean it. And it was nothing like it was an intentional hit. I mean, he did let off, so I can't be mad about that. That's the best thing you can do, let off and say, hey, man, sorry, and keep on going, move about your day, and, go hit some other cars and have some fun. But, yeah, that was a damn good shot, I'll tell you that. That's probably one of the hardest hits I took in a long time. But, like I said, it's all fun. You're going to have that, you know what I mean? You're going to get smoked sometimes, and sometimes, hey, man, you might do really good. You might smoke somebody else, just as long as nobody's getting hurt at the end of the day. And, we all got families to go home to, so. Like I said, I just hope they're good people and don't hold it against me, because I don't hold grudges. It's a freaking sport, Yeah, you always have them people you're rivaling against, you want to, win or try and beat them or do better, and it's all about fun. If you guys are out there running this, it's all about fun. Don't hold grudges. You know what I mean? It's not going to work. Then you're just going to hate the sport. So, go out there, have fun. Yeah, if you hit each other, get mad at somebody, let it go. It's not worth it. It's really not. Because then you both are going to be pissed, trying to beat the shit out of each other in the derby for the what? Nothing. You're both going to destroy your car, or one's going to get their car destroyed 1 year. Next year, you're going to go at it again. It could be the same thing or a different outcome. Well, and then it's just going to be back and forth. And it's going to be, do you really want to run against somebody every year, following them around, beating the shit out of their car for what? Nothing? You're going to hate it. So, just remember, have fun out there. Let the little things go. Don't dwell on them. But other than that, I think we kind of flattened the bumper out a little bit. But this thing was a little rusty. It was off an old Buick. It held up surprisingly. I mean, it's flat, but still got a little point on it. Front tires held. They never popped. No problem with the shifter, throttle cable, anything. The only thing I see there, my fuel pump actually pulled up out. So we're going to make a bracket next year. I'm probably going to replace that pump. It's about time to get that thing fixed. Need a little short speaker tank there. See, tweaked pretty good. I got to get that drum out of there, take the lugs off, and separate all that stuff. I think I'm going to switch to another rear end here. What else? Motor's all good. Still charging, everything like that. Fires up. Yeah, the oil's still good in this. I checked all the fluids. We drove it around, sat out here and ran. I couldn't let it run too long because of the radiator. And then we had to put another belt on this thing. It ended up chucking a belt. I don't know why. I never chucked the belt, but it didn't shred a belt or nothing. It just chucked the belt, which makes no sense to me. I don't know what happened. Honestly, it's probably the setup because, I mean, they have to tighten. It might have just kicked from... I was on it pretty good there, so it just might have come off a little bit, or one of the ribs. Hell, it might even have broke. It might have been dry rotted for all I know. Because I knew it was an older belt. It wasn't a newer belt. Like I said, what's nice is we don't have to replace any hoses. I'm actually going to shorten that guy up. See that? That's really close to the header there. It was actually touching at one point. So we'll have to shorten that guy up about an inch. Put another piece, and there's something there. But other than that, I'm going to rebuild the carb too. It's starting to have a little bit of issues. It's doing good, but it's kind of bogging out. And as you know, this motor does not bog out, by the way. I think rebuild kit for these are like 30 bucks for an Eldebrock. I mean, you can see how dirty it is. I clean it off every year and you can't even see the Eldebrock sticker. It's that dirty. So get that rebuilt and stuff, and got to figure out too, for some reason, oh, there's where I lost brakes. Motor come back, pinched the line off. I was in there and made a couple hits when the motor started to bend. I wondered why I didn't have brakes, and started losing brakes real quick, and I had to start using reverse to stop. When you're in the mud, it really, really don't matter much. You shouldn't tranny slam, I should say. But I mean, I've done it before. Everybody's like, "Oh, I won't do it." I'm like, well, never really seemed to hurt. I've done it on Fords. I'm surprised I didn't blow a Ford tranny when I used to run Fords. But that's probably gonna be it for this one. This video is actually 20 minutes long. Other than that, like I said, we're gonna try and fix this rear end. If not, I have another one. It's no big deal. We'll save the axle out of the other side, and the brakes and springs and stuff we'll put in the bag and save them in case we need them for on another one, because I only run rear brakes. That's pretty much it. And like I said, I had fun down there. Some hard hitting and stuff. It was a really good time. Not sure what we're going to bring next year down there, so we'll have to keep you updated on that, but we'll do some videos. I'm going to go do another aftermath of this car. That video you guys seen. If you go back on my channel, I can't remember if I put this one on. It was a 1990 Crown Vic. It was white. I don't know if I ever did a build on it or not. I don't know if that was before I started YouTube or not. But wait till you see this thing. You want to talk about bent. I've never seen a Crown Vic bend like this. It looks like a freaking compact. So we're going to end it off here. You guys got any questions on this car or anything like that, comment down below. Remember, like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.